So one of the games you guys have been shoving down my throat is Azer Latch. The only reason I kind of delayed playing it is because everybody just said it was the better Blue Lock Rivals. Well, that's cool. I'm probably just gonna play it and say it's the better Blue Lock Rivals. Like, what do you think? Like, what is the revolutionary view gonna be here? And after playing it, yeah, it is basically just the better Blue Lock Rivals. It really is. Which, to be fair, the bar to beat Blue Lock Rivals is not high. It's about knee high. It's not hard to surpass Blue Lock Rivals. Azer Latch kind of made me open my third eye. I kind of realized how shitty the game really is. I went easy on it because it was more just disappointing because, you know, it had a 300k player count, and I'll tell you now, the game doesn't represent a 300k player count. But after playing Azer Latch, I've kind of seen why people prefer it. Now, one of the biggest arguments in my Blue Lock Rivals video is people are just, you're dog shit, that's why you don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you now, I suck ass at Azer Latch. People warned me that Azer Latch is not noob friendly, and that is the understatement of the year. I basically got bullied and shit on like every match. I think I won maybe like 2 out of my 20 games and hit 2 goals.
No, look at my score it to him.
Oh, I fucking got it! It was basically Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. Everybody was prime LeBron on the court, and I was the kid in the wheelchair. I was getting fucking cooked, bro. Like, there was just no chance of me ever winning. But I actually, unironically, did shittier in this game than I did Blue Lock, and somehow had more fun. Because this game does something I like more than Blue Lock. 2 big things. First of all, the movement I like way more. It actually requires you to, you know, use your brain. Blue Lock Rivals movement's kind of just basic, boring. It doesn't, like, it just doesn't take much for me, right? But Azer Latch, like, the skill ceiling is way higher, and it's way more, like, to me, it's more engaging, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm more in it. Because Blue Lock kind of made me, like, felt like I was kind of falling asleep on the controls, I ain't gonna lie. But this game kept me in more. And also, the other thing, a little bit more personal, is the saturation's not cranked up like a Fortnite YouTube thumbnail. To show you what I mean, I'm in Azer Latch right now. If you want me to make this game look like Blue Lock in about 5 seconds, let's just slowly increase the saturation, and then you really start to see what I mean. Again, the people that make Blue Lock Rivals videos don't even have to crank up the saturation on their thumbnails, because it's already done. This has to be the most brightest, colorful game ever. Probably the reason why it appeals to a lot of children. Thank God in Azer Latch, it's not fucking blinding me. I didn't bring that up in the Blue Lock Rivals video, because I just didn't think about it at the time, but honestly, after playing this game, I kind of realized how fucking bright Blue Lock Rivals is. Watch Dogs 1 versus Watch Dogs 2 odd color palette. I can't, bro. Now, I'm not gonna act like this game's the second coming of the Messiah, because there's some problems I still have with it. It also has the spinning system for getting characters. The only reason it's not as bad as Blue Lock Rivals is, yes, you can buy money for spinning, but you can't buy like lucky spins or shit like that. It's not as predatory as Blue Lock Rivals. Blue Lock's Rivals microtransactions are the equivalent to like a $5 hooker. They will do anything, it seems, to make money, at least as of recently. But Azer Latch isn't as bad. Yes, it does, again, have the spinning system, but when you spin for a character, you permanently get it from what I've seen. Yes, you have character slots in Blue Lock, but it seems like if you get the character in here, you just keep it, so you just keep spinning, so you don't have to risk losing the goated character you got just for a chance to get another one. Also, like I said, the movement is a lot more engaging in this game, because of Blue Lock, it really is this running, sliding. It's very simple. It's very noob friendly, but that's a problem. You get into it too quick, it's too easy, and then you realize the only way to change up your gameplay is behind the Wheel of Fortune. In this, at least the movement has more to it. There's more to the game, and the teamwork in it's better, the curving of the ball, like, it does just a lot more to it than just the characters to make the gameplay loop a little less repetitive and not have to rely on the wheel system as much. Now, again, personally, sports games ain't for me. Benjamin Franklin! And if I had to choose to play this or Blue Lock, I would play Azer Latch. But if I had to choose to play Azer Latch, I wouldn't play Azer Latch. Like, to me, it is just, like, a bit better than Blue Lock. It is, again, the better version of what it's Blue Lock perfected, almost. Again, I wish you could just buy the characters. I still don't like the wheel system, but it's whatever. Again, the only thing I think Blue Lock has over Azer Latch is being noob-friendly, because, like I said, Azer Latch, I got bullied hardcore, but even then, I still somewhat enjoyed the game. And the teamwork feels a lot more rewarding in this game for some reason. Maybe it has to do with the movement and it being more difficult. So again, the teamwork results in it being more rewarding. And the game is overall looks way better, not just saturation wise, but like it visually looks better. I don't think it has as much characters as Blue Lock, if I'm not mistaken, but the few characters they do have look just as good or better. Again, because they're not cranking up the saturation and gamma. Like, I'm not getting blinded by the holy light I can actually see what I'm looking at. And the balancing is also pretty good in this game. Blue Lock's balancing was pretty decent too, until like a new character came out, but usually the balancing is fine. But to be honest, besides core gameplay and looks, the game is still somewhat similar. I mean, same core mechanics, same layout. For some reason, the font and the menus look like they're pulled out of JJS. I don't know if TCE was in this hoe. I have no idea. There's also this fucking Hitana Neko cat here. I don't know why. It's so random. I don't know why it's here, dude. Again, one of the reasons I postponed this game for so long, getting on this game felt like, you know, that one meme where it's like, yes, honey, and it's just like his wife like whipping him to do something. That's how it felt, bro. Because I was like, if it's just slightly better than Blue Lock, I don't know. I feel like it's more than slightly. I think it's actually a good game. Like, if I had to play Azer Latch, I wouldn't be tearing my nails in the floorboards getting dragged into the abyss. You could convince me. Blue Lock, you cannot, bro. It's like going to the 7 pits of hell, okay? It's just not my type of game either way, but Azer Latch for me is just more consumable. It's not the best game in the world, but the reason why it's not disappointing like Blue Lock is it doesn't have a 300 player count. Like, Azer Latch, from what I've seen, averages like from 7k to 60k when it updates or whatever. That's about what I expect for that type of game. That's the players I expect. Not 300k, dude. No offense, but Blue Lock Rivals, I don't understand how it has 300k. Maybe I don't know the secrets of Roblox development. I don't know the secret code. I don't know the 10 commandments, so that could be on me. But I don't understand how it has that many fucking players, bro. And it's actually funny, because I did better in Blue Lock. Like, you could look at my score. I did better because the game is easier. Azer Latch is way harder. I did shittier and somehow enjoyed it more. I'm not one of those people that enjoy getting shitted on. I'm not your average Elden Ring player. I don't enjoy getting whipped into perfection until I'm the ultimate boss defeating machine. You know, no offense to people that do that, you know, GG's to you. You're beyond me. That's usually not my type of thing. But for some reason, I still enjoyed this more than Blue Lock. To be fair though, I wasn't like pleasantly surprised. Again, people just said it was the better Blue Lock, and that's basically what I walked into. I looked at comments, better animations, yep, check. Better gameplay, yeah, check. Not noob friendly. Maybe you should have stressed that a little bit more, because it's definitely not. It's also, this game's a lot funner with friends. I know that's unfair. I know that's an unfair argument, because every game is funner with friends. Like, I mean, you could play abysmal dog shit with friends, and that will make it funner. But I think with team games, that's the exception, because, you know, team games, of course, are going to be more vital and fun with friends, because when you're playing with friends, they actually pass the ball, and you can do somewhat teamwork, and not everybody's playing like a fucking egoist. I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't pass the ball to me either, but, you know, I like to play the game sometimes. It'd be fun, you know. I hate sitting in the timeout corner, you know. I'm sitting in the cuck chair in the corner while everybody else plays the game. Oh yeah, I also want to segue into it. People are just as toxic in this as they are Blue Lock Rivals. Probably more, actually, somehow. I think the reason why they're more heated is, again, the skill ceiling for this game is way higher. I'm not saying Blue Lock Rivals doesn't take no skill, but let's be dead ass. Like, Blue Lock Rivals takes a bit of your brain. Azer Latch takes like beyond 50%. Like, it takes a bit. I was sitting there dumbfounded. You know, this game, I think, kind of needs a fucking tutorial, because a lot of it's not self-explanatory. Like, you can look at the background footage. I don't know what I'm doing, bro, okay? I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I know this background gameplay rivals the, you know, Doom Eternal Journalist's gameplay. It's bad, okay? But I'm trying my best. But even then, I still had fun. Did my teammates like that? No. Not really, but I don't really care. I had fun. So again, I actually like this game. Makes me use a bit of my brain. It doesn't make my eyes bleed. It does have a wheel system, but it's not as AIDS as the other ones. You know, they're not as desperate as some other people. I'd give this game 8 losses out of 10, because that was about my loss to win ratio. Sorry the Azer Latch video kind of just turned into a death battle between it and Blue Lock. You guys were already doing that before I made this video, so we were gonna compare them no matter what, so might as well just do it the entire video. And honestly, the big question is it better than Blue Lock? In my humble opinion, it is. But it's up to you. You know, some people enjoy other games more. My opinion doesn't matter all that much, so fucking, if you think Blue Lock's better, that's you, bro. I'm basically sitting here in a corner power scaling 2 Roblox games, so honestly, I think we all know who the real loser here is. It's you, because you watched this far, and I got all the ad revenue money. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.